Sports Minister Vijay Goel has written to the PMO, demands Bharat Ratna for Dhyan Chand. Right, that's the latest push that's coming in. There have been several calls for Dhyan Chand to be awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's biggest sporting icon, Dhyan Chand, but the Bharat Ratna continues to elude him. Today, none other than the sports minister of the country, Mr. Vijay Goel, has written to the PMO saying that the Bharat Ratna should be accorded to Mr. Dhyan Chand over there. There have been several such movements on an annual basis where many people have come out and said that it is Dhyan Chand who should be awarded the Bharat Ratna. A number of Olympians, we've seen former hockey players as well who continue to demand that it is best suited to have the Bharat Ratna awarded to Mr. Dhyan Chand. But let's go across to my colleague Ritangshu joining us with further details. One final push there, it seems now. The sports minister Ritangshu writing to the PMO.
Yes, indeed, Akshay, and this is something which has been welcomed by a lot of people in the sports fraternity, especially from hockey. Major Dhyan Chand obviously is arguably one of India's greatest ever sporting icons here, responsible for the ascent of India as a unbeatable hockey power in the middle part of the 20th century in Olympics. Obviously, with scores of medals that he has won for India, it obviously is one of the prime contenders for being awarded the Bharat Ratna. The only question, Akshay, which arises when it comes to awarding Major Dhyan Chand is, according to many people, that it could be a bit too late, little too late, almost 60 to 70 years after his exploits. So the question remains as to whether there will be significant momentum, or this will get the attention it deserves, or perhaps the PMO will take this request seriously. But what is important to note, Akshay, that this is perhaps the first official step taken by a representative of the government to ensure that Major Dhyan Chand gets something which is perhaps his due.
All right, Ritangshu, thanks very much for joining us for a moment. Yes, like you're pointing out, none other than the Union Sports Minister writing to the PMO this time around. Let me get into the discussion. Mr. Ashok Dhyan Chand, son of Mr. Dhyan Chand himself. Sir, your thoughts on the Sports Minister finally writing to the PMO today, demanding that this Bharat Ratna should be accorded to Mr. Dhyan Chand for the tremendous contribution he's made to the country.
Yeah, just go on your words, what you have spoken right now. And this is the right time. And definitely I'm thankful to the Sports Minister, Mr. Vijay Goel, and for sending the letter to the PMO office regarding Major Dhyan Chand's Bharat Ratna, which is due. And definitely all countrymen, all people, all sports person, everybody is keen to know what and they were asking me what happened, why not Dhyan Chand getting the Bharat Ratna. And today I got this news, and I'm thankful to the government and BJP government. Definitely governments are meant for the betterment of the countrymen, for the people, and this decision of this government will take them on top. Definitely Dhyan Chand is a person, and he is to be remembered throughout. Whenever people they will go for the sports, they will remember Major Dhyan Chand. And only I can say I'm thankful to the minister.
You know, it's interesting, Mr. Ashok Kumar Dhyan Chand. We have heard the Prime Minister himself speaking of Major Dhyan Chand on Mann Ki Baat last year. He spoke about his brilliance when he was addressing the entire country through his Mann Ki Baat. But despite the Prime Minister actually speaking of Major Dhyan Chand and his contributions to the country, the Bharat Ratna continues to elude him. I mean, this can be the final push, really, when the Union Sports Minister writes to the PMO. After this, I think there's nothing more that can be done. We've had demands. We've had even you come out in support of this. Several Olympians, hockey players, everybody. But with the Union Sports Minister writing in, I don't think there's any more that can happen further. Do you think so?
No, not at all. Definitely, this is the last point, which is definitely very nicely done by Mr. Vijay Goel. And I remember what my father used to say when they were winning the medals and everything. They met Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, late Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, when they saw all the medals on his chest, he said, Dhyan Chand sir, how come you are winning all the medals? Give me one medal. Give me one medal. And later on, when this National Sports Day announced by the government of Government of India, 1995-96, that time also, about 20 minutes late, Mr. Narasimha Rao spoken about Dhyan Chand. And later on, when BJP government came into power, they kept the name of Dhyan Chand, which is a national stadium, which
Right.
turned and is named on Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium. It's a unique thing. So all the governments, they know the value of Dhyan Chand. And I think
Indeed.
this is the right time to be announced or to be sent the paper to the
Right.
PMO office. I'm thankful.
Absolutely.
Thankful, sir.
Mr. Major Dhyan Chand is an inspiration, will always be to the country. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Ashok Kumar, for joining us with your points of view. And with that, we'll take a short